What's up, everybody? Welcome to Day in the Life of a Real Estate Developer Part 2, because I felt like Part 1, and there's just too much. There's too much, and that's kind of what I love about it, is that it's different every day. So here's Part 2. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get something out of it. Real quick, if you are getting something out of learning about real estate development and learning about how to build a business from scratch, then hook a brother up. Give me one of those, one of those, one of those. My name is Brian Bandas. I'm building a real estate development company. I'm becoming a better father, a better husband, a better entrepreneur, and a better man every single day. Let's get it. All right, so we're doing Day in the Life Part 2, because when I did the first one, I felt like, man, that's like a tiny fraction of what I actually do. And I think the first thing that's worth mentioning is constant learning. So there's a difference between someone who builds houses on occasion and someone who's building a business. There's a difference between a plumber and someone who's building a plumbing business, right? Having a license to do something is not the same as building a business. There are plenty of people who are licensed to be real estate agents. It doesn't mean they're building a business, right? A business is that collection of systems, repeatable systems and documented systems. It's a hierarchy of positions and definitions of different roles, right? And so I'm in the process of trying to not just develop real estate one deal at a time, but to build a business. So part of that is that I have to constantly be learning. So I just finished reading this book, interesting book. It's called The Magic of Believing, and it's just about the power of our thoughts. I'm following it up with another one, the same idea, The Magic of Thinking Big. Coincidence that they both start with the magic of something, but both of them are just about how to sort of harness the power, the potential power in your thoughts and in your imagination. After that, I'm going to go here, which is don't believe everything you think. Anyway, I'm just constantly learning. I believe wholeheartedly that ongoing education, reading, YouTube videos, podcasts, seminars, mentorships, all of that should be a part of what you're doing. It's a huge part of what I'm doing. So when I have downtime, I try to be reading. It's relaxing and enjoyable to me, and I'm still able to sort of learn with that time if I choose to. So, all right, on to part 2 of a day in the life. Part of the day in the life for me is that I do all my own branding stuff. Now, actually, I do have a guy named Dash. How cool is that name? I do have a guy named Dash who edits my videos and stuff for me. Props to you, Dash. Kudos. But aside from that, I'm doing all my social stuff, uploading my YouTube videos, and trying to create all that content. So that's part of the day in life for me, is just trying to, not just to do the work, but trying to think about, like, what are the things I'm learning? What are the things I'm wrestling with? What are the challenges I'm running up against that might be useful for someone like yourself who's trying to build a business to hear about? All right, so more day in the life. I just got sent a 10-unit condo development in downtown Nashville that actually looks really cool to me. I'm gonna evaluate this, figure out if I wanna do the deal, how much capital I have to raise. If I can answer both of those questions in a way that I like, we'll go ahead and tie it up by putting it under contract, getting some due diligence, etc. So one of the challenges on this project was that we've got 2 lots, 4 units total, 2 on each one. Here's the first 2 behind me. You can see the foundations are in. And the issue is that on this lot behind me, slopes down to the road, the city wanted us to make repairs to the right-of-way. They've had drainage issues, etc. So we had to put new culverts in and put a new basin in and fix the street. Why would we have to do that if that's not actually on our property? It's in the public right-of-way, and they've had 20 or so years of complaints about the drainage. Well, great question, and I don't have a good answer. It's because they can make me, and I can't get a building permit unless they give it to me. And if they tell me they won't give it to me unless I do that work for them on my dime, what am I supposed to do? Anybody has advice, let me know. Anyway, so that's done. We filled in, so we got that grading permit done, and we got what was a giant hole here as a former basement now filled in. So we are just about tomorrow to have our surveyor pin the site, meaning they're gonna mark where the footers go and start digging footers hopefully over the course of the next week. And I think we can successfully catch this site up with these two behind us. So that's the goal. Today's Thursday. Starting next Tuesday, they're gonna be framing these. And I think by the time they're done framing these, I think these foundations will be in place and they can start, just jump over and start framing these. So I actually think we can catch these two up and finish all four at the same time. So there we go. All right, we're talking retaining walls.
What's up?
James Wilson, the one and only. All right, what do we got, James?
Well, we got to cut a lot of this back, about a 4-foot wall, taper off down this way, but we're just logistically figuring out how far we need to come back. There's some trees that we'll probably run into.
Just rip them out, just kill them.
Rip them out.
Man, you want to talk day in the life. So when you hire somebody, the goal is that you remove yourself from a position. Whatever I've hired somebody to do, they are now doing that job, not me. But when you are a small company like mine with currently sort of 3 team members, when somebody goes out of town, it does revert back to me. I don't have enough of a team to spread out the work of someone when they leave. So my project manager, my right-hand man, is out. He's actually in Uganda. He's the man for 10 days. And so I am back, you know, sort of hands dirty, nitty gritty on some job sites today, holding things down. And yesterday started with a neighbor telling me that I was basically ruining her house. She could feel the vibrations when we were hammering some rock and digging for footer, and she told us we had to stop and get a seismologist out here because we were gonna ruin her foundation. And that is about the worst example of day in the life that I can think of. I can't think of an aspect of this that I enjoy less than that, maybe doing taxes. Today, on this project, I met our block guy and just kind of walked him through how we want to lay out the foundation. He's gonna get a block count, and we'll have those here this week, get that foundation done, maybe, you know, by the end of this week, early next week. So, and this morning, I got my little dude with me. Here's my little dude hanging out with me. Do you like walking around the job site and all that stuff? Kind of. I mean, you don't, you know. You do? Did you help me out today?
No.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Made me happy. Mechanical is done on 2 units. Electrical going in right now, finishing that up. And windows, which has been the bane of my existence here. We've had several windows stolen, several broken, several showed up delivered the wrong size or without fins. We're so close. We have probably, well, see those big openings right there? So I've got those ready. We got to mull them together. Then we got 4 that need to be reinstalled, and then we've got 4 that need to be installed for the first time with fins, and then we're done. Windows has been like, it's been exceptionally bad. So we're so close. And siding starts today. This is about to change. All right, guys, that has been Day in the Life Part 2. I think we'll do another one because I enjoy these. One of my favorite things about what I'm doing is just how it varies day to day. It's everything from like strategizing and business building to going in and watching them pour concrete and getting the footers right. Just a wide range, which is so fun and fulfilling for me. Right now, on my way into the office where I'm going to meet with my sales agent and talk to her about our lead gen funnels and the activities we're doing to try to find more properties and more opportunities, etc. So on my way in to meet with her, and then we've got our weekly team lunch today, which is always fun. So today is all about building the team, the culture, pouring into these people that I'm so privileged to have working with me. And and building this company with me. So guys, thank you again so much for joining me here on YouTube. It's really fun, it's a pleasure. Got another video coming next week. As I told you guys, I'm gonna do a video next week just showing me evaluating that deal that I was looking at. After I shot the little clip for this video, I went ahead and rolled the camera and did a screen grab and just went through the process of sort of comping and evaluating. It's a little snippet similar of what you would get in the Deal Architect course, which is at dealarchitect.org. It's a little bit of what you would get in there if you were to buy that course, if you're wanting to learn how to develop real estate. So check back next week and we will evaluate a nice little 10-unit development deal together. It's a privilege to spend time with you. If you're getting something out of this, as usual, hook me up with one of those, and one of those, and one of those.